so many people locked with low energy, just like really not living up to their potential. They might even be really clever, but they don't demonstrate it, and probably some of your team aren't demonstrating that for you. You know, I'm really passionate about getting those guys fired up, getting them to ding into clarity. I know exactly what I do, because with no clarity you can be extremely busy. Everyone knows this, massively busy, but you feel like you never made any difference. Okay, so how are we going to transform this organization into an organization that's got energy, an organization that's got focus? It's fun to work there. There's a higher level of freedom for you to express yourselves now. If your being is that what you are providing, like I am a man of conflict resolution in my being, you are an empty space, and in that space you receive whatever you need to receive in the moment, you deliver it. The risk is you get it wrong. But that risk is always there anyway, even with the greatest level of preparation that you can do for yourself. Our being is an isness. Our story is a fabrication, and it doesn't exist in isness. So when I go into the details sometimes, content, we teach this, yeah? When you're in the content, you lose connection to the context. And then I'm ascertaining value from the content. And in there, we get lost in opinionating and analyzing the content, whereas the context has already answered it. Kairos is simply when me and my greatest me meet. That means I have the gift of intuition, insight, almost foretelling what's going to happen, knowing exactly in a moment what to say, when to say, how to say it, that gets the result that I'm looking for, that saves time, that would take another person 1 year, and it takes me 1 week, because that's who I showed up in Kairos. Yeah, so that level of engagement with life, existence itself, is required if you want to actually get some results here. We've worked with major banking institutions to drive up the coaching competence of the organization. We have taken, and make a note of this, we have taken a chocolate like Snickers for the Mars Group from 27th in Africa into the top 10. It took 2 years, we got it there. Yeah, that's a result, measurable result, fact. We want to do unusual business. Because business as usual, you may not, the next person comes in, may or may not, you are just a sheep in a field of sheep. Don't want to be that, because you're not, you're far better than that. You are. Okay. You're lukewarm. And if it touches you, take it on. Excellent. Who's next? Keep the energy going, people.
Creating awareness and more consciousness within your organization is an absolute must. You cannot operate without consciousness. If you have just a bunch of people just doing their job from 9 to 5, it will not work in the end. You need people who are aware of what they're doing, who are conscious of what they're doing, who live in the present moment and help each other. You want strong elements that form a solid basis and a solid foundation for your company, and only that will produce results.
An organization, the way I see it, is a collection of people, and their actions determine the results of the organization. So what Creative Consciousness has done is provide tools for these individuals to really expand their vision, live into their true potential, which means do daring actions, confront their colleagues and themselves for things that really matter in a way that's constructive for the organization, such that good decisions, good projects are born in those tough conversations. CC has developed tools to enable that.
Help companies refine their vision, their magic spark, their purpose. And I would say doing any kind of creative consciousness course will help the manager and the team refine their purpose and act with presence and authenticity and bring value not only to themselves but to the corporation, to the community. It brings purpose that we perhaps miss in our corporate day-to-day world.
People would be more enthusiastic about coming to work and would contribute to the company's values and vision with greater commitment, because they would be working together as opposed to working against each other.
The world is transitioning from the traditional way of doing business, where it was all top-down, industrialized driven, to now when it's more about collaboration, it's more about innovation. The CC tools can really help make the transition in mindsets such that the right behaviors happen and the right results come out as well. These are tools that help you connect into the shared intelligence that's present in the organization, bring out the best in people while still maintaining focus on the strategic objectives. So from my side as a consultant, I give it an A-OK for application in your organizations for results that really matter.